4:15 a.m. Bro, they were like dialing up plays on that, remember?
Ron Jorski, Sal Palantonio, Merrill Hodge.
Fuck, marry, kill. Go.
Not bad for a fat guy.
Wait, is that guy? Is that guy that they always sent in jet motion? Is that guy?
Station know about that.
Jet motion. Hated jet motion.
He's like kind of hot, but they always put him in jet motion. So like, I don't know if I'm going to go to homecoming with him.
Yeah, they put you in jet motion. That meant you weren't getting the ball.
Dude, but when they do, bro. But when they do give you the rock, oh shit. -3 yard carry.
It's going to revolutionize, you know. Oh, you know.
Wait.
What's up?
TG 145.
Hey, go ahead and give these guys LOL a follow on Instagram. Got a little poll up there right now. Got a little poll up there on the IG. These guys LOL. Me and Ben have gone back and forth. We've gone back and forth before on the show, off the show, offline. So the station doesn't know about that one, but put it up there. Want to know if Clubhouse wants guests on these guys, or if you guys just want to hang out with us every week. If you don't, because I'm torn. I listen to shows, and sometimes when they have a guest on, I'm like, man, this just like kind of throws off I just wanted to hang out with you guys and listen to what you guys had to say. But then there's some that obviously that drives the whole entire thing. So just let us know. Yeah, maybe we'll see someone to toy with. Give us your feedback. DM us on these guys LOL. Vote in it, and let us know.
Yeah, and let us know who you'd want if we were gonna have guests. Like, who should it be? Should it just be like Ron Jorski every week? Like, who should it be? should it be Jaws every week, dude? What didn't he have some segment?
He did. It was on that NFL. It was on that. It was on the NFL. Why do I always forget the name of this freaking show? Because it was like my favorite one. It wasn't NFL Live. It wasn't. Yes, it was NFL Matchup. There it was. Yeah,
Edge NFL matchup with Ron Jaworski and that other guy at 4:15 a.m. Bro, they were like dialing up plays on that. Remember?
Ron Jorski, Sal Palantonio, Merrill Hodge.
Fuck, marry, kill. Go.
The original Holy Triumvirate right there.
My Holy Trinity. In the name of the Ron Jaworski, the Sal Palantonio, and the Merrill Hodge. Amen.
That's a Clubhouse prayer.
Dude, it is. Before you walk in the Clubhouse, you got to do the sign of the cross. It's to those three guys.
That or Lou Holtz, Mark May, Reese Davis will also be accepted.
Ooh, bro. God, dude,
I don't know though, but at the same time, an argument could be made that the original, like the one who started it all, the Holy Trinity, was just Fowler, Herb Street, and Corso when they would go to like Toledo on a Thursday night with that little tiny college game day set.
That's all I want. I love that tiny set, bro. It was like 4 feet across. Oh my, those are the best times.
Just
maybe too big of a production now. Yeah,
just those three, and there would be like 28 people behind them, but those 28 people were like losing their mind the entire time.
Hey,
Wazoo, baby. Hey, we're 3 weeks away from me texting you that every single week.
I look outside right now. There's just a Washington State flag hanging off my balcony. It's like literally half the reason I wanted to live in this apartment, because there's a balcony. I'm like, damn, maybe I could hang a Kansas State flag off that. I tell you, that's what we did on spring break. Just 25 dudes from UIndy D2 college go to like Panama City, and we all bought different flags from the schools that we thought were like so sick and hung them off our balconies. So we had like a Oklahoma State, a Florida State, Oregon, Kansas State. People are like, dude, we got to go up there. Just a bunch of D2 dudes.
It's a really good idea. It's a really good idea. Actually,
we all lied and said we were like special teams players for like Clemson and stuff. What's up?
There's a these guys origin for you right there. So the Wazoo flag, way back in the day, I mentioned that to Ben when we were just like chopping up a video or something, and I was like, "Yeah, dude, where's the Wazoo flag?" And you're like, Washington State? And I was like, yeah, they've been at every single college game day. And you're like, dude, no, they haven't. I said, yes, they're at every single college game day. The flag is flying. You're like, Ben was just like, dude, nobody knows that. I was like, everybody knows that. Everybody knows about the Wazoo flag. Because every single week on game day, every single week on game day, they come back from a commercial break at some point. And at once it was Chris Fowler, now it's Reese Davis, and they're zooming in on the flag. Oh, no, Crimson makes its return for its 247th consecutive game day. I send it to Ben every single time, every week. I'm like, yep, there it is. Old Crimson.
In like 2 years, they're going to show the Wazoo flag guy. It's just going to be me with a hoodie on. Sitting next to Ryan Leaf. Oh, my God, my dream.
Right.
Dream Saturday, just go to a Wazoo game with Ryan Leaf.
Did I ever tell you that me and my dad saw Ron Jaworski in the Miami airport? Actually, no, renting a car in the Miami airport in January of 2010.
Did you say anything? My first reaction would be like, should we cow tip him or something?
Yeah,
just
we
his
knew it was
stocky
him.
little penguin body. His stocky little penguin body just falling over in the Hertz rental car.
He's not stocky.
Is he like 6'8"?
Dude, look it up right now. You'll be surprised.
Because
his face gives off. Yeah, I think this guy's going to be a little stocky, but just because he's older now and he's got, kind of a little wide face, a little Molnar chubby face, right? But that dude played quarterback in the NFL, man. That guy was an athlete. Ron Jaworski, I'm saying 6'2.5".
Dude, 6'2" even. Nice.
So
my
memory serves correct. But yeah, me and my dad, I was 15. I was waiting, or 16. I was waiting in line with my dad in the Miami Hertz or rent a car or whatever. And there's Jaws up there in front of us, and he's at the counter. And me and my dad are like, I think it's Ron Jaworski. I think that's Ron Jaworski. Yeah. And so like he could tell, and he turned to us, and as he's walking away, we were like, Jaws. And he just gave us one of these. What's up, guys? Just kept walking. I was always kind of like, I know his last. I did always kind of think about that when I was a kid. I was like, I know his last name's Jorski, so that's probably why they call him Jaws. But at the same time, with those jowls and teeth that he has, it kind of works multiple ways.
It's perfect. Jaws, dude.
Hey. The Jaws movie poster, instead of the shark, it's just that picture that you have.
Why is that like what I want to do all day? Like, forget my goals and dreams. I just want to make a Ron Jaworski Jaws poster the whole day.
That's the most fun ever.
The most fun I've ever had in my life. Hey, no, it's not football season, is it?
That's what like 16-year-old you would want to do. So you're just stuck in that mode.
Please post it on the internet. 6 likes.
Dude, I went to 6 likes. I went up to Wrigley this past weekend and was up at the rooftop. And so thanks to Wrigley Rooftops and the Cubs for having me and setting it up. It was sick. But I sit down, first inning, up on the rooftop. Group in front of me, just 4 dudes. Guy sitting there, sits down. Cubs Jeff Samardzija shirt. I was like,
oh my God. I was not expecting you to say that.
It's like, this guy's got to be Clubhouse or something.
Shirt jerseys, are they in? Shirt skis?
That one was because it's like, you're not finding a Jeff Samardzija Cubs jersey, but at some thrift store, some Goodwill somewhere, they have a Cubs Jeff Samardzija shirt ski.
No better fitting like shirt ski ever than the ones from Goodwill. Already broken in, good sleeve length. Just tear it up, bro. Just looks natural. You put a shirt on normally, you kind of got to let the fit sit for like an hour, and then it's good to go.
The
like
graphic,
when you ever see somebody and they put
the graphic and the lettering's kind of cracking a little bit. Yeah, scratchy. Yeah.
That's what we want. We want scratchy screen print. Worn it to sleep a couple times. Something dumb about shirts. Oh yeah, you can kind of like, it doesn't feel right on your body. Like when you put your clothes on to like go somewhere and you leave immediately, like you just don't feel right. You gotta let the fit set in. With those shirts that like you got from Goodwill, you don't have to do that. It's just immediate. What were the stats, dude? Yeah, bro.
Stats weren't that crazy at the rooftop.
You kept it clean?
Well, the game was an hour and 49 minutes. It was literally one of the fastest games in Major League history.
Are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
I would go to a baseball game if it was 2 hours. Every time I go to a baseball game, I'm like, here we go. Another track meet.
They move pretty quickly, man, because they got that 15-second pitch clock. And so it's constant, And so then with that, and then if teams aren't scoring and, they're not doing like long at bats or swinging to the first pitch or two, I mean, that was case in point with us. Literally, we got up there. It was all inclusive until the 7th inning. And then they cut off, on like alcohol and everything. So we got up there. We had like 2 rounds of beers, 1 thing of food. And we were literally already singing the 7th inning stretch. We were already singing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. We were like, what the hell is going on? So.
Kind of perfect, dude. What suite were you in? Were you in the Blockbuster suite?
It was perfect, but it's perfect until like you want it to be as long as you can when it's all inclusive, because then you can keep going back for food and drink. So when the game goes quickly and the all inclusive runs out quicker, then you're stuck paying for shit.
All I can think about is just what was the piss count? Not the pitch count. What was the piss count? Piss count had to be at least 13.
Throughout the day,
like when the floodgates are open for me, dude, it's almost big piss count.
Yeah, throughout the day it was, but at the rooftop, it was just so, when you get excited and like your mind's elsewhere because it's like such a perfect day. You're in this environment, you're with your friends. You're like, can't believe we're here. You're like, even if you do kind of got to piss, it's not top of mind. You can suppress the piss with other stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's not like you're like riding in a car or something, and it just has to get like,
my God,
it wasn't that bad on the rooftop. But then like once we were done with the rooftop and then went out to other bars and stuff, then that's where it was like, yeah, okay. All right.
Your worst piss of all time, though, when you're playing hide and seek. Be playing hide and seek as a kid, had to pee. It is so bad, I couldn't even take it. I'm like, how come immediately when I start hiding, I have to pee and shit?
Did you ever, kind of try to test your luck? Maybe if they weren't, if you hit upstairs and you knew they started downstairs, you're like, they're going to check around downstairs first. So the bathroom's right over here. I'm going to go run over real quick. Maybe I find a new spot in the bathroom. I don't know, but I just know I'm going to piss myself and I can't do it in the corner of my mom's closet right here.
Gotta pee so bad. Or that worst pee ever. Before a football game, when you're like all padded up, you gotta pee. You're like, oh my God. Or you have to deuce before a football game. Yo. There's no worse time in your life, dude. You're like, should I be on the field right now? Are they yelling for my name?
Time has never felt like it's gone faster than when that happens because of all
2
the
hours
extenuating circumstances. You're like, yeah, that's what, if you feel like that's what's happening, because not only do you have to do what you got to do, but then also you're hot and sweaty. So then pulling up all your pants and your gear and everything and getting that.
Oh my God.
Then you keep getting sweatier.
Re-put on your whole thing. Oh my, no, you've never sweat more than when you have to go to the bathroom before a football game. You've never sweat more in your life. Sweat more during that than the game.
It's just an endless cycle of sweat and everything sticking to you. Oh. School bathroom.
That's pretty like traumatizing too. Like somebody's done something to you while you're going to the bathroom at school. Never a good idea. Like we had a dude one time, there was a dude just taking pictures of us going to the bathroom over the stall.
Who?
Like,
what?
Just like on our basketball team.
Oh, for a second
Just
there,
a
I was
homie-
like, what the
So
fuck is going on?
a homie on the team just taking pictures of us while we were like going to the bathroom. I was like, dog, delete that. Like, damn. Like, talk about the worst picture of all time.
No, worst piss is when you were in grade school and somehow your class, like 5th and 6th grade, somehow your class ended up stopping in the hallway at the bathroom that the 8th grade class was also happened to be going at the same time.
Not good, bro. So scared.
Anytime there's older dudes in the bathroom, that's a lose situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Because it's always a fight, bro. There was always a fight in the bathroom, like a low key fight.
But you
somebody's
just know,
hiding
like,
something in the ceiling.
They're gonna make fun of you about something, right? So either that, like there's gonna be a fight, or they're gonna make fun of you. You just knew whatever it was, like you're getting roasted. Like this isn't good. Swirlies were popping up in the back of your head. You're like, I think that only happens in movies and on TV, but I don't know, dude. I got Joe King in here. Like who knows what this crazy bastard's gonna do.
It's a movie thing for sure. But I was always like, damn, what if they did give me a wedgie and I like had my underwear was like ripped out of my pants the whole day? Always crossed my mind. I'm like, can you just do it already? I almost sacrificed myself for a wedgie. Can you just give me a wedgie? Might feel good.
That pressure with it being pulled up over your head, maybe that pressure on your back or something. Yeah, it would feel good in a weird way. But you always had to pit.
Pull my Fruit of the Looms.
When you were in the 5th grade or the 6th grade situation and the older dudes are in the bathroom, it's like you said about hide and seek. It wasn't just like we're going to the bathroom and yeah, I'll just go nonchalant. It's like my bladder's gonna explode right now, but I also have to go stand in between these two dudes who are 3 years older than me. This is not good.
Oh my God. Might have to hit the stall for that one. OG move. Like the actual sit down.
Just anything to get a little protection, a little privacy.
Can I get a couple walls in here? Jesus
right.
Christ.
Anything to separate you from whatever the hell is going on in there. Please.
Something always happened in the bathroom, dude. We had one of our homies just took out one of the bathroom walls one time. I was like, Jesus Christ. Just the only place you can really like get it, you know? Stop having recess in like middle school. Sorry, I got to kick out a bathroom wall. I got to do something.
Right.
Dude, recess in 8th grade was like 7 minutes long. I was like,
and the teachers weren't going in there.
Damn.
So it really was always just like he said, the truth is somewhere in the middle. And typically it would always default to who had the more backup in terms of who was going to vouch for you. Because they'd get your side of the story. Boom. You're going to make your side. He's going to make his side. They're going to make their side. Do your boys back you up? Were you in something with Weed Kid? Then he's probably going to get in trouble because the teacher always defaults to that kid.
Dude, Weed Kid was doing nasty stuff in the bathroom. Weed Kid was hiding like Zins in the ceiling tiles.
Like stink bombs, everybody walking out smelling like a skunk.
Weed Kid all over it. In school suspension. What a time that was.
Weed Kid's the kid that would just take a shit in the urinal.
He would what?
He would just take a shit in the urinal. Like you'd walk in there
during a dance. You have the mom chaperone that kind of lets you get away with some things. Weed Kid was fucking taking advantage of that total.
Not even during a dance, man. He was just like straight up when your class after 4th period would use a bathroom break and he'd go in there and with his DC jacket on that somehow he's still getting to wear even though the teacher told him to take it off. He just takes a dump right in the urinal, flushes it, water everywhere.
Weed Kid was only at school like 4 days a week somehow and was getting away with it. He's like the worst attendance ever. And you're like, how are you still in school? There were some kids that were just never there. I was like, all right, I don't know what's going on. And
now you just realize it's because the teachers were just as afraid of him as you were. And they didn't want to deal with it. So they just got to a point where they just let him do whatever.
They don't want Mrs. Weed Kid coming anywhere near the school.
Mrs. Weed Kid.
Mrs. Weed Kid, bro. Bedazzled jeans. Bedazzled jeans and a bad attitude, bro. Big rusty van. Just let him do whatever he wants. Let's just get this kid graduated. That was like their final, like their line. They're like, let's just get him out.
Yep, to where we all don't have to deal with him anymore. Yeah, that's like, hey, I mean, school started. School's back in session now officially. And now what it is now you think about the first day of school, the first week of school, where you're like, you're trying to set a good standard for yourself. You're like, all right, I want to get off on the right foot here with this teacher. I got a whole year of this shit. I want to get off on the right foot in this class with these teachers, whatever, what have you. You don't want to walk right in there and all of a sudden just be like, hey, this is what we're in for. Weed Kid didn't care. Came out guns a-blazing. First day of school, syllabus week, whatever. It didn't matter.
Weed Kid had on like not even the right pants and stuff like that. He had like camo pants on. No haircut. Problem.
Let's
chewing gum, bro. Chewing gum day one.
See, that's funny is that the Clubhouse part of them who aren't, they didn't have that Catholic school background. They're like, yeah, we could wear cargo pants and we could chew gum and we didn't have to have a haircut. But for me and you, you're like,
could they actually?
Yeah.
Bro, if you had gum, you were dead in our school. Like, you might as well just go home if you had gum. That was insane. Right? Right? Or in high school, could we have gum?
High school we could. Grade school we couldn't.
We could just chew gum all day in high school? That sounds insane, bro. Just hop up in there with Bubblicious.
Yeah, because I remember one of my best friends, even still to this day, he would always have gum on him. And I would always ask for after lunch, hey, man, can I grab some? And he'd always give me, like, he would rip off half a piece. And it always pissed me off. I was like, I don't want this little half that full piece joint shit, dude. Come on.
Half is all you really need. That's
what he would always say.
Rip me a half.
Which I guess I should have just been
gum
grateful,
is a valuable thing.
Come on. It really is. It really is.
Gum is
especially in high school.
Gum is
you're sitting with the boys and you're having jalapeno chips and all sorts of God knows what, whatever. You can't be nasty ass breath in high school.
There's just not even aware. Sitting 2 seconds across from some girl in math right after lunch. Chicken popper breath. I remember for Easter one year, I just asked for all gum because I was like, I got to get this fixed. My breath is too shitty. I gotta get this corrected. Just so much spearmint orbit in my basket. I was like, God.
Yep. Christmas stocking stuffer.
I started giving it out. Dude,
the long john
give
joints.
It to me. All the mints.
Long john joints. Yep. Need it. You ever have a teacher that would like have some mints and you're like, damn, that's some awareness. Thanks for looking out.
I don't know. What kind of mints? Those bad ones? Or like Lifesavers?
They were like kind of the knockoff Lifesavers. Just straight up white, like the circle joint mints that were, this is straight. I mean, that's just what they were like spearmint and they were fresh. And yeah, they were the knockoff ones, but you're like, hey, come up by the desk, pop. Cool.
Dude, I'll make a meal out of those. There's been a couple times I've eaten like 18 of those, like for a dinner. You know, you just go crazy on mints and you're like, I'm full. It's a weird thing with candy. You can eat like one piece of candy and you're full. I'm like, what?
Just because it's all shit.
No, I'm taking advantage though. I'm taking like 25 and putting them in my cargo pocket. Boom.
Hey, Christmas time when they'd have like peppermints, you know?
Oh, dude, those little the candy. They're so like oddly shaped that the hook is like the same size as the as the like stick part of it. It just looks like a half like, yeah, it's so dumb looking. Best one.
Looks like a horseshoe.
December 12th.
Get the teacher to somehow put on Christmas music on their desktop at their desk.
Stop, bro. Stop. Alvin and the Chipmunks. Candy canes.
Steven Snyder. Come on, Steven. Let's go.
Stamp it. Snyder stamps.
Hey. Working on a group project with like kind of cute girl. You're just laying on your stomach, dude, feet in the air.
Dirty, dusty ass school shirt. Who cares? Christmas, and I think she likes me.
Let's go.
Christmas, and I like her way more than she'll ever even think of me in my entire life. Isn't that crazy? I'm like, she has no idea. She has no idea I'm in love with her.
No idea that I'm like thinking about our future. Hey, thinking about building our deck.
No idea. No idea I'm going to assemble our son's basketball hoop. No idea that she knows how many... Yeah, dude. I already know how many freckles she has. She doesn't even know my first name.
8 minutes of a religion group worksheet that your teacher put 3 guys together in because she didn't want to do anything the
You're
week
asking
before
her
Christmas
friends,
break.
Do you think she's hot? Trying to like confirm it. Do you think she's hot? If they give you the slightest nod, you're like, I'm going. This is. She's the one.
What's crazy is that it'd go either way on that. It would be if you had somebody that said like, "Oh yeah," then you're all in. But then it just took the one friend on the opposite end. They're just like, "Bro," and then it totally kills you.
Ooh, that would suck, dude. That would suck. Oh my god, totally take you out of it. You see her in a whole different way after that. Your homie's like, nah, dog. Says one thing about her, you're totally out. Draft stock went down.
So we get to the Clubhouse. We got a ton. of Clubhouse, by the way.
Yeah.
Like maybe
Can't
the
wait.
most we've ever had.
Yo, by the way, Station know about this, and Hunty merch is live. Cop it. BenedictMerch.com.
Station know about these hoodies because it's fall and football season.
Station doesn't know about that. Station know about this merch?
All right, team these guys at gmail.com. Yeah, probably the most we've ever had. I mean, it's been, building up and everything, but you guys are some crazy fuckers here. Let's start off with our, we'll be gentlemen. Let's start off with some burpee girls. This is from Sam. Burpee girl Sam here. A couple of Hunty thoughts for Clubhouse. Is Hunty's uniform pants / shorts just every single style of critter pants? Gets a new pair each Christmas. You know what I'm talking about. Example here, just in case. 2, Hunty dad puts his kiddos in day of the week undies. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Rinse and repeat. He's an excellent laundry bay. 3, switching gears, a sleeper kick I never hear anyone talk about. Penny Hardaways, Air Penny 2. Joey and I are birthday buddies. How about that? Sucks by that time. Can't read. Stroke meter. Halloween is over. Sent from my grandparents' 1998 web TV. Hey, yeah, 828. There we go. I was wondering.
Oh my god.
I was wondering why the subject line was 828, and now I understand. There we go.
Web TV, bro. The way my dad wanted web TV for like 35 years and never bought it. Think about getting web TV, that? B. I was like, just do it. It was like the internet on TV. Like you could just have, instead of like using a computer, you could just do it all from your TV. So like big screen internet kind of.
So like Web YouTube TV or YouTube now, how we just pull up YouTube on every single TV that you have. Basically that.
Or you just go to like websites on your like big back TV. My dad was just loving that. All over.
Of course, never did it. Of course, never did it.
Never copped. I still kind of don't understand it. It just doesn't translate as well. Like if I'm on the internet, it needs to be on a computer, really. Like that's the best internet is on like a desktop computer. Phone internet, like it's cool, but I'm like, it's not really it. Like I can't buy plane tickets on a phone unless I'm like really in a pinch. I gotta have it like all in front of me. Might be some boomer.
Yeah,
might be some
something
boomer
about it.
size.
Something about it just seems still a little slow.
What, the phone?
Yeah.
Or I'm like, did it actually go through? Like how I don't know. It just doesn't seem as legit. Like phones are for like Instagram and that kind of internet.
Sure.
Air Penny too, though.
Yeah, I feel like Penny Hardaways gets some love, but the Penny 2, that colorway is pretty sick. Atlantic blue. Do you know what she's doing? She's talking about with the critter pants. You pull up that email or Google critter pants here real quick. I think she's spot on
Web
here.
TV
Is Honey's uniform pants shorts just every single style of critter pants? So critter pants is, the ones that have the design, like the one that she used, for example, has the clovers on them. very Nantucket, very golf, very hunty.
Golf guy. Oh, Hunty loves golf, but he won't admit it.
Really? I think that's just like a part of his routine.
He can't. Oh, really? He doesn't want to tell his wife how much he loves golf because he loves Hunty.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Let's go to Sylvia. Like I said, being gentlemen here, so we'll get the burpee girls out of the way. These girls. I love you. Recap questions. Benny and Joey, after listening to the episode on Hunty Travis Kelce, I was absolutely have to agree with you both. Being from the KC area and a lifelong Chiefs fan, that he would Hunty on us, and we need at Killer Trav back stat. I hope this motivates him. Questions. Joey, are you low-key super athletic? I kind of feel like you are. 2, to both of you, what motivates you? Haters, doubters, believers, etc. Let us know, considering this isn't a sports, reminiscent, nostalgic holiday. Let's get deep podcast. Sincerely, Sylvie.
Wow. What a question. Joey is low-key athletic.
That could be a clip of Travis Kelce Hunty. But I am just like nervous that the Kelce mob and the Swift mob we're gonna just keep coming after us. But like Ben always says, might be better. Might be better if that happens.
Way better. Way better. And I think he's back. I think he's back to kill a Trav. I think he cut his hair.
Hey.
Back to the fade.
You can you can take the hair out of honey, but you can't take the hunty out of how would that phrase go? Something like that.
You can take the hunty out of the boy, but you can't take the boy out of the hunty or something.
Yeah, something like that. I think he's full blown now.
Hunty hair. Sit in the barber chair. What'll it be? Give me the hunty. No, say less. Thank you. When he's done. My wife will love this.
Yeah, well, it would be that flop haircut like that.
Big, a lot of flop going on, dude. Girls love long hair. Oh my God. His hair's like longer. Remember that shit? That was so crazy. The
flop or just the hard comb over like you in the video.
God forbid I have short hair.
Like
every girl in the universe. Why'd you cut your hair?
the comb over where the gel is just so evident. Like it's hard gel comb over, not like styled.
Oh yeah, dude.
That kind of shit. No, like the hard crusty, like the shit your dad used.
Mm-hmm. Hair looks dipped, dude. Doll hair. Bro's got doll hair.
Dips, yeah. Now if you tapped it with your fingers, it would just
sounds like you're knocking on a door. Jesus Christ, bro. How long does that take? I've spent 7 seconds on my hair my entire life, obviously.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What motivates you? I'll let you go there.
Damn, I don't even know. In my head, I pretty much have a head coach in my head at all times, a high school head coach. From the minute I wake up to when I go to sleep. Skip! That's what motivates me. I wake up, what's Southport doing right now? And I'm like, he's right, dude. He's right. What are they doing? Yeah. I'm not even kidding. Like, it's what it is. I got a head coach in my head at all times. Skip, pick it up, skip. I'm like, all right, fuck.
Do you think that's from growing up with a head coach as a dad?
Yeah, definitely. Just always around. Like, I mean, my dad's was like that. My dad wasn't really coachy like that, but he was. And then just having coaches like that, I don't know. It kind of helps.
I'd say one of the big ones for me, like, I just want to be able to do cool shit for people that I like. Like I was able to, like on Friday, for example, like I was able to have some of my buds come up with me and do the rooftop and all that. Like just, I just, free of charge. Hey, you want to come do this? Like,
that is sick.
That's a big thing for me. Is just be like, because of what I do and who I am and all that, other people in my life, it feels like I give back to people in my life that are close to me, and it's like a way to repay them. And I like doing that. So
I was always thinking, like, I just don't want people to think my like what I'm doing is lame. Like I didn't want to have like a whack job. So like when you talk to your family, they're like, "What are you doing now?" I'm like, I'd rather not just like have to explain all that kind of. I'd rather be like, I mean, you follow me on Instagram and Facebook. You like know what I do and stuff like that. Like I just wanted to do entertaining stuff for like my aunts, pretty much.
Yeah.
I just wanted to be cool. I just wanted my aunts to think I was cool. Really, that's what my driving force behind everything I do. I hope my aunts think this is cool.
Yeah, that's.
I just don't want to be weird like corporate guy.
I've always asked Ben that, even way back like 8-9 years ago at this point, where I'd be like, "What do you want to do? Like, what do you want from this? Like, what we're doing in the radio?" And Ben would literally just like, just do cool shit.
Yeah, pretty much, bro. I just want to do cool stuff.
And I was like, all right. I mean, I guess we'll just kind of know what that is. I don't really have a gauge for what cool shit is, but I guess we'll know it when we do it.
Dude, who knows? Like everybody in my family's always like watching and like looking at and taking it. Like they're just looking at cool shit. I was like, I want to be on that. Or I'd see somebody like doing something cool when I was a kid. Like, I don't know. And I'd just be like, man, I want to be that guy. Like, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's a good point. I've always had this thing where it's like, I want my people in my life to see me up doing something like that, and then to be like, wow, I grew up with him. I know him. That's my best friend. That's my sister's husband. That's my sister, or that's my girlfriend's brother. Like, I don't know. It's a weird thing to explain, but kind of like what you're saying is like, really just for the people that I know, you know what I mean? Like I'd want them to be like, wait, holy shit, he's doing it. I know him. And to be, I guess just make them proud. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not bad for a fat guy.
Yeah, pretty much. Man, how to choose. Let's go to from Chris. Subject line: Happy Gilmore 2. Joey, Clubhouse knows you blew out your back dusting off the old Happy Gilmore swing leading up to the movie. I thought Clubhouse was a safe space. We knew you weren't going full hunting mode on the backyard. Anyways, completely agree with your movie review. Love the nostalgia and fun embraced by the movie. There is a scene when Happy receives a FaceTime with his family during a golf tournament and says, "Daddy's on the tee box," before smashing a drive. All I could think about was, "Daddy's on air." Minute 46 for those following along at home or anyone looking to create a log of movie quotes that hit harder if Clubhouse jargon is used. Chris in LA.
Knock, knock. Who's there? Daddy's on air. Just whack one 400 yards. Ding dong. Daddy's not coming home for the holidays.
Oh shit. He does do that though. Great call, Chris. Yeah. Got a little Clubhouse and Happy and HG2.
HG2.
Oh man. Yeah, I didn't blow. You might have saw on my Instagram. I was at a golf outing last week, and they wanted me to do it. The people who, and I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot because we were all talking about Happy Gilmore too, and I did it, and it went horribly bad, and I somehow hit the ball like behind me pretty much, and thought I re-blew out my back again, but luckily woke up the next day. All good.
Dude, backs are such wild cards. You never know.
I'm feeling a lot better. I am. A week out. It took about a week. We got a new mattress.
Oh shit. It was that bad. Oh my God.
Yeah.
You know, when you start doing bed stuff, you got bad back. New bed? Yeah. Oh Lord.
Riley was secretly so happy. She was secretly so happy that my back was that messed up because she immediately bought it.
She could not wait. Wait, what kind of bed did you have before? Was it like your childhood bed?
No, bro. Come on.
Bro, that's how I am.
Now.
I've had the same bed. I've had the same bed for like 27 years. Just got a new bed last year. First one.
Well, you don't sleep, so it doesn't really apply to you. So
it's on the ground.
And if you do sleep, you're like standing on your head for some reason.
Hanging upside down. Blood coming out of my mouth. Oh, it's time to get up.
Yeah, we got the old nectar.
Ooh. I always like what the bed I've wanted the most in my entire life was that infomercial bed, you know? That like kind of looks like a soft taco. Remember that bed? It was on every infomercial.
You talking about the one where they would have the wine glass?
That's a good one too. I don't know. It's hard to explain. It's a real early infomercial. I know it was all over ESPN. It's probably where I saw it. But like there's a remote control and like one side of the bed can do one thing and the other can do the other. And you can sit in it kind of like a beach chair, like the way you fold it, dude. It's just, that was the coolest bed of all time.
I was always just baffled by that one where you could put the full wine glass in the middle of it and then jump up and down and the wine wouldn't spill.
There's just no way. There's just no way that's real.
Yeah, because wine glasses literally, if there's the slightest tilt in the atmosphere, wine glasses are falling over. If you squeeze a wine glass a little too tight, it's breaking. Wine glasses are a pain in the ass.
Breaking in your hand. I like how thin they are, though. Kind of turns me on a little bit.
I've broken 2 wine glasses in the last week, and I haven't even, like, not on purpose, not out of
purpose.
Dude, literally, I had it, like you were just holding it. I had it, and my thumb, like, I was just tilting it a little bit, and my thumb broke into it. That one's done. And then I was cleaning out wine glasses, washing them. You got to hand wash them. Obviously, those things would never survive in the dishwasher. You're cleaning those things out, and then I'm drying them. I'm going around the Catholic style. I'm going around the mouth of the wine glass, cleaning that out. See. And all of a sudden, just boom, crumbles in my hands.
Taste. I've broken a lot of shit washing it. A lot. I'm waiting for him to have, dude, like, you know, when you're like you see like you're sitting at a bar, like at a place, and they wash like cups upside down on that thing. Why are we getting those in the kitchen? Like in every kitchen, there should be a pressure washer cup thing.
Yeah, I'm sure my wife will find it if we mention it to her.
Come on, babe.
It'll be here. Let's go to Zach. Zach says, Nomar's readjusted batting gloves. You know about that, Ben?
Station does not know. Station knows about that. I don't know about that.
Nomar Garciaparra, he'd be in the batter's box and he'd step out and he'd do like this big routine where he'd undo, redo his batting gloves. Boom.
Yo. After every single one?
I think it was kind of after every pitch.
So many OCD things in baseball.
Mm-hmm. Zach says, hey guys, I've always loved your vids on socials and finally watched an episode of the pod. Now I'm putting up insane video game numbers ripping through the old EPs. Thank God.
Let's go.
Man.
Tell the homies.
I know it's not a sports or reminiscing podcast, but I always like hearing how people choose their jersey numbers. Youth sports jerseys were always those basic ones like 1 to 16, usually grouped by sizes. But I remember when I first got on the travel all-star baseball team and got to really pick my number for the first time.
Ooh.
I had so many thoughts running through my mind. I was struggling to make a decision. Do I pick my favorite player's number, go with something out of the box, my birthday? For some reason, I always remember mentioning 2 and 3. The coach suggested combining them into 23, then realized someone already took that one. So instead, suggest number 32. As soon as he said it, just felt right. Cut to me getting the jersey and showing my dad. Come to find out 32 was also his number for jerseys his whole life. Any stories about how you got your numbers? Bend me over the Sports Nation table and have Michelle Beadle smack my ass while I'm wearing my teal Ashton Yabooty Jaguars jersey. I thought it was hilarious because of that one time he returned a fumble for a touchdown and the announcer said, Yabooty takes it in for the touchdown. Zach, sent for my older sister's sidekick. Glad to have you, Zach.
God.
That's awesome.
Fire email. Michelle Beadle.
That's
still kind of in love with her. Okay.
That's fired me up there, coach. Excited to have you, Zach. Welcome. Stay a while.
Sports Nation.
Cowherd I
always
right?
pick my number. Cowherd, Max Kellerman, dude, the Mount Rushmore of that's who I do it for right there. That's who motivates me.
Dude, I just remember
Max Kellerman.
I just remember an episode of Sports Nation. It was Sports Nation station does know about this episode of Sports Nation. I just remember
know about this?
It was like in Halloween, when Halloween would fall on a weekday and all of the ESPN shows, everybody would be dressed up and shit.
Bro, yes. That's what I'm talking, dude. Oh my God. I wish I could rewind and see that. Why? What was somebody wearing something?
Yeah. No, Cowherd went full Ron Burgundy and did the entire show and character as Ron Burgundy.
Bro, that's what I'm talking about. That is the stuff I love right there. Dude, there's no better thing than when Halloween falls on a weekday and all your shows are just Halloweened out. You're just like, yes, bro. Everything is Halloween themed.
Bro, this year Halloween's
this
Halloween's on a Friday this year. People are gonna be losing their fucking minds.
Halloween on a Friday? That is dirty. Oh my God. I think it's more of a Wednesday holiday for me for some reason.
Kinda.
Friday's
and you're
hot.
not mad about it. But yeah, when it falls on a Friday and you're like, oh baby, people are going crazy. Well, on Halloween though, when
I'm just
back in the day when Mike and Mike, they're on so early, but the show would open up and Mike Greenberg would be dressed like fucking Count Dracula and Golick would be, Jabba the Hutt or something. And you're like, whoa, they did that early? They probably had to get into makeup and everything at like 3:30 a.m.
That's all I think about. Dude, this is gonna make me actually cry. This is where I'll show emotion. My whole family could drop dead. I'd be like, hey, it is what it is. But then I think about like Sports Nation Halloween theme, and I'm like, I just can't go any. I just gotta rest my eyes for a sec.
All the fake cobwebs all over the mics and shit.
Oh my God, bro. Give me more fake cobwebs on mics. All of that, dude. Little ghosts hanging on the fish line in the back. Give me it all, dude. Even the camera guys, like weird camera guy dressed up as Scream. I'm like, yes. Everybody. All in.
every commercial break when they're going to break, the bumper music is something that has a
It was a monster mash. Dude, we're so ready. We're so subliminally ready for Halloween right now. Halloween horrors, bro. I can't wait. I thought about it the other day and I got more excited than I've been in like a year. I was like, yo, it's like Halloween time.
We're going to start seeing it soon because the back to school rush is over. We're going to start seeing it real soon, Clubhouse. How we chose our numbers. God dang. Yeah, I mean, when I was younger,
Definitely
it was all
off
just
of
about
somebody I liked.
Yep, it was all just about who I was real into at the time. A lot of 2 when I was young because of Derek Jeter. 7 because 7 was just dope, but my grandpa really loved Mickey Mantle, and so I would do 7.
Mickey Mantle, dude. I did a lot of 2 too because of Charles Woodson. I was like, that's just a cold number. And then when I couldn't get 2, I tried to stick with 2 a lot. I never had a consistent like numbers. They were always weird because you never really got to pick, or I didn't. Like it was always like this one or that one. I'd be fine.
Yeah,
I'll take 40,
you
know, because
I was you're choosing between the lesser between 2 evils. That was a big thing. Yeah.
And it was like the size of the jersey too. Like in basketball, like if you wore like a large or XL, like the jersey number would be bigger. And I'd be like, oh my God, dog. Like, sorry, I have to wear an XL jersey because I'm this big in 8th grade, but I don't want to be number 50. Like really bad. Like kind of embarrassing.
You were always kind of around, like I remember high school 16.
Oh yeah, that was just it was like best available.
But you keep that junior and senior year? Like once you got to be older, you could pick.
Yeah, but I was thinking like in terms of like recruiting, I was like, I don't want to change my number because I had like a decent sophomore year. I was like, I'm just gonna stay the same. Like if I'm on somebody's radar, this is what I thought. I don't want to like change my number or something and they're like, they can't remember or something like that. I don't know if that even matters, but
smart.
Sophomore year of football was insane because you know how picking numbers was in high school football. We had like 100,000 people trying to play. That was a big day for me. I was like, I have to be number 1 in line to get like a decent number.
16 as a sophomore is not bad, bro.
Oh no, I was about it. I was like, thank God. But if I would have got stuck with like some like 39, I'd been like, I don't even know if I want to play.
For sure. Totally. It matters. It matters. Big
Dude,
time.
Number will throw you off, bro. Get a bad number and a bad helmet. You're like, I kind of don't want to do this anymore.
And yeah, it was always just who I liked. And then as I got older, I started playing into with me being the 4th, like Joseph Frank the 4th. I would always go for 4. So 4 has always been my 4. That's always been my number for now, like 4. The last 15 years, just going into 4. And I hope Frankie does the same thing. I hope he's number 5 and everything. That'd be sick. 5 is a dope number.
So LT, the king of number 5, LT, TCU. I thought that was so hard. Or Jeff Garcia.
Let's do one more here. This will be interesting. From Chris. Don't know if this will get read on the show, but wanted to send just in case. Joey and Ben, big fan of both of you. I've been following you for years. The laughs and the relatable moments are priceless. I've not missed one episode of the pod and love listening to you talk about sports, holidays, local references, and the inside jokes you have shared at the Clubhouse. Thanks, bro. Yesterday, my wife was on her daily after dinner scrolling on Instagram, and I was half listening as I was next to her on the couch when all of a sudden I hear, "Who's buying this?" And immediately rose to my feet and had her return to the video so I could inform her of who that was, how awesome you both are, and how much I love the pod. Safe to say she didn't share the same level of enthusiasm and returned to scrolling, and I made my way back to the couch. Don't worry, fellas. She'll be a burpee girl before long. Hey, man. I just appreciate the effort. Yeah. I wanted to ask you guys, what was the first CD you ever owned, and what memories do you have of listening to it when you were younger? For me, it was Ludacris, Word of Mouth. And I remember vividly rolling up to the high school parking lot as a sophomore, blaring "Roll Out" at 6 a.m. as I waited with the upperclassmen for our golf coach to show up to take us to golf practice. Slapped my ass as I watched Randy Moss torch the Cowboys in 1998 on Thanksgiving as I chow down on my grandma's cheesecake and answer questions from my relatives about how school is going. Sent for my wife's iPad. Chris.
Grandma's cheesecake, dude. Oh my God. How good is that? The crust. First CD I ever bought. I don't know. I remember listening to Now. Remember when Now came out, bro? We had those.
Yeah.
Dude, Now 1, 2, and 3. I was kind of banging those a little bit just because it's like a CD like around our house. And I was just like, I guess. And then the first CD I bought, I remember it was $14 at Target. Backstreet Boys. Copped it. Like my own money. Like I thought it was so sick that I was able to buy it. I was like, this is like the first, like a Target Saturday, like kind of around this time. Oh my, couldn't wait to bang that.
Bro, Now was
good feeling.
Now was nice. I don't care. It was like, okay, this is a nice little mix. Nice little mixy they got for me here that has like 20 songs on it. Let's go. A little bit of everything.
Bro, they had it all. There's so many songs now. I feel like back like when Now was out, there was just like 20 heaters and you're like, yeah. But now there's like 17,000, I feel like.
Yeah. Everybody's just got their own niche, their own playlist. Dude, mine. Yep. God dang. Yeah, this is what a great question because I feel like everybody always talks about like, you know, your first car, your first car is a big one. First movie you went to, I don't know, but I feel like this one doesn't get talked about as much. First CD purchase of mine, I was 10. I bought Outkast, Love Below, and Speaker Box, Love Below. That split album where Big Boy was Speaker Box, like the Jocks, bro. And Andre 3000 was Love Below.
That's a dope album. And you like when you get the CD, you're like listening to songs that you don't normally hear. There's like interludes and like all that type of. You're like, what? Dude, CDs are crazy.
Yeah, because at the time I was 10, I had no idea. I thought I was just getting the one that had "Hey Ya" and "Roses" on it, and it did. But then I realized it was a full ass like 22 song album, you know, and then a whole bunch of different ones that you still listen to this day. But yeah, dude, that was such a cool branding. The way that the Roses video had both of them going at it with each other. Andre 3000 was the perfect Love Below, like Valentine's guy. And then Big Boy is the perfect Jock Speaker Box guy. A little bit of red and black, a little bit of pink and red. Oh, man, just made so much sense. I loved it. 10 years old. One of my favorites to this day.
Dog, I'm looking at it right now. Yeah, the picture they had on the front of CDs was everything. I remember the Offspring like album cover. Oh my God, that like traumatized me for life. It was like a cartoon. It was a kid like sitting on a swing with this huge ass bug next to him. Dude, I was scared to walk by it in Target.
Yeah, damn.
I was just like, dog, I don't even want to listen to that.
There were ones that you were just like, man.
Bug. I was like, this is disgusting, dude.
You're like, even if I did really love that music and I did really want that CD, no chance my mom was letting me get it just because of the album cover, you know?
Hell no. Hell no. I could look at CD album covers for like an hour, though. I'd just be in Target.
Well, now the records are still such a big deal, and everybody's going back to vinyl, and you just get a bigger version of that. And those are collectibles, bro. Like I have my Charlie Brown Christmas one. I got that for my birthday, I think, from my wife a long time ago, and I hold that with like sacred ground. Like I don't let anybody mess with it because it's a big ass cover
Charlie
and it's
Brown
like a
Christmas
silver version.
Vinyl.
Yeah, that's a top 5 album for me.
Dude, that's a top 5 thing you like save from your house when it's burning down. You're like, I gotta have that. Not because it's Christmas or anything. Definitely not.
No, wouldn't be.
Every one of those songs make me cry. Dude, stop. That's all you need, bro. That's all you need. You don't even really need Christmas songs during Christmas. You just need Charlie Brown like in the background. Oh my God.
Well, it's perfect
Going
because
the
majority of the songs on that album are just instrumental. So you don't have lyrics that you got to worry about.
All you need. Dude, that in the background while you're opening presents on Christmas morning, just shut up and slap me.
That's one of those that you see on TikTok where people are like, you open up the comments and people are saying like, the nostalgia is literally making me sick to my stomach. And that
it really is.
That is one of those things that makes your stomach like you ache because of the visual and the memory that brings back.
I sent you one the other day. I sent you like Christmas in the 2000s. You go, can't watch it.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. Because then I start, my sister and her husband give me such a hard time. But then I start thinking about how like I'm never going to have a Christmas morning with my sisters or my parents again, you know? And then that really messes me up and how like I didn't realize and like take advantage of it while I had it. And it's never going to happen again. And then see, that's how my head works, Clubhouse. I get real messed up there. Anyways,
Christmas is over.
All right. teamtheseguys@gmail.com. Keep sending them in. We'll get to them. I promise. They're all loaded up there. But hey, you guys get us off with some good shit. And you know how it goes. Rate us, review us, Apple Pods, especially, but wherever you get your podcast, Stitcher, you know the whole thing. YouTube, putting more shorts up there. These guys LOL. So you have These Guys LOL on Instagram. Follow that, but then also These Guys LOL on YouTube. It's the same channel that we've had. Just change the name to it to match the Instagram. But subscribe on there. Watch us every single week, and then follow These Guys LOL on IG.
Join the Clubhouse, babe. Come to the shows. Baltimore, September 25th. Tacoma, October 23rd. Sacramento, December 4th. Phoenix, December 13th, 14th. Bro, are we saying baseball, guys, at the end of the pod, even though it's football season?
Oh, should we be the last baseball guys until we go football?
Is it time? Yeah, let's do one more.
All right. Pokey Reese.
Buster Posey. ESPN.
Station. How about
These guys.
that?